Welcome to the Flora Sage Podcast, a place where we help you create a life you're excited about. Today's episode, we look at creating a single point focus for the next 30 days. This is a throwback episode that was originally recorded on my Facebook page, so you will hear me interact with members of the viewing audience. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you get something of value while you're listening to this episode. Enjoy. Hello. I am Flora Sage, your personal life coach, so that you can have and create a life and business that you are so excited about that you can't wait to tell everybody about it. So today I have a really important topic and a really important thing that I would like to kind of just put in your brain just to see how you feel about it and what your thoughts are. So I want you to think about one thing that you want to shift in your life. It could be finances, it could be your health, your relationships, it could be your spiritual practice, whatever it is. I want you to think about that one thing. And then I want you to ask yourself, okay, where am I at with it right now? I want you to take a mini self-assessment. So that one thing that you really want to focus on, or that you would just love if it was fixed, if your health was better, if your wealth was better, if you had a reduction in debt, if you had a more fulfilling and nurturing relationship. I want you to just pick one thing, okay? And then I want to ask yourself, okay, where are you at right now with it? Is it difficult? Is it challenging? Is it overwhelming? Does it suck? Whatever it is, just honor wherever you're at. And then ask yourself, okay, what do I want instead? So maybe right now you're in debt, and what you would rather have is no debt. Okay, perfect. What's one thing that you can do that's going to help you go from being in debt to being out of debt? It could be cutting up credit cards. It could be shopping on Amazon once a week or once every 2 weeks. So basically go in there, put everything in your cart, and wait until maybe next Friday, not tomorrow, but next Friday to buy. Think about one thing that you could do every day. And I want you to think about what would happen to your life after 30 days if you committed to making just one little shift every single day. It could have been a mindset shift. It could be an actual physical thing. So let's just say that you want to start to feel more physically fit or stronger in your physical body. So what you could do is you could say, okay, so I'm going to start with a mini habit. Now a mini habit, I talk all about this in my 1 Degree Shift Tribe. What a mini habit is let's just say that by the end of the year, you want to be working out 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Okay, perfect. So right now, maybe you're not doing anything. So expecting yourself to work out for 30 minutes, 5 days a week might be a bit of a stretch because your body might go into rebellion mode and say, fuck this, I'm sore, I'm tired, no thank you. So what you can do instead is you can say, ooh, okay, so what if I were to, let's just say that you want to do 30 minutes of yoga. So then you can ask yourself, okay, so what's one little mini thing that I can do over the next week or over the next 30 days that will bring me closer to that 30 minutes? So maybe you have your yoga mat and you know how to do, basic poses. You could just do down dog. So you roll out your mat every day, you do down dog. How would your body feel if you did down dog for 30 days? Well, I've done that before, and I'm here to tell you, you do feel stronger. You feel more centered, more present. And oftentimes what would happen is I would go down to do down dog, and then all of a sudden I would go, oh man, this feels so good. And then I would do something else. I would do like up dog or another pose and another pose. And then before I knew it, it was 5 minutes or 10 minutes later, and I had done various poses and stretched and awakened my entire body, and it felt so good. And 30 days later, I was like, wow, I feel really, really good. And then you can continue that. So think about if you could only pick one thing to focus on, and you committed to taking one baby step, one tiny mini habit, one tiny mini action every single day, how would your life change? And before you actually start, what I want you to do is I want you to get a sticky note, if you have one, and some type of writing implement. And I want you to write out, at the end of 30 days, write a letter to yourself and say like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so proud of you for doing this for 30 days. I'm so proud of you. How does it feel? So write a letter to yourself. And what happens is your subconscious knows you've written that letter, and you know that you're congratulating yourself for accomplishing this particular thing. That's a little bit of a push. It's a little bit of a nudge for you to commit to yourself and also stay true to the promise that you're making to yourself. So I want you to do that. Today, I want you to think about what's one thing you want to focus on. What's one thing that you feel you would benefit from? Like you would really like legit feel super freaking excited if 30 days from now you have accomplished this particular thing. Take that assessment. Where am I at? Where am I at with this? Where am I starting from? You've got to be honest with where you're starting from. If you never work out, okay, 0 workout minutes every single day. Yay, you've got some place to start. Perfect. If you have shit communication with your partner, yay, you have some place to start with. If you're deeply in debt, yay, you have some place to start with. Like so many people get pissed off at where they're starting from. Honor that. Honor it. Because where you're at is just the evidence of the results of what you have been doing or haven't been doing in the past. This is just your past thoughts and actions realized. That's it. So if you want something different than this, perfect. Go to that future version of yourself that is not in this space anymore. Go to your future version that is right here. And then ask yourself, okay, perfect. This is where I want to be. This is where I'm at. Don't get pissed at yourself for this. Just recognize it and honor it. And then say, okay, what's one thing that I can do today and over the next 30 days that's going to bring me closer to where I want to be? So give yourself permission to brainstorm with yourself, with your friends. If you want my help, I'm totally available for private sessions. But this is something that we're actively working on inside of the 1 Degree Shift Tribe. So if you are interested in getting my support all month long for this and your life and whatever it is that you're choosing to focus on, what I want you to do is I want you to click the link in the comments. And what I want you to do is I want you to introduce yourself once you join and let me know what's the one thing that you're focusing on for the next 30 days. Debbie said, wrote the letter, I want to meditate every day for 30 days, even if it's gazing at a candle for 5 minutes. Perfect. Now, Debbie, also remember that there's various forms of meditation. There's active and there's inactive. Active meditation is when you are in the flow of maybe walking a labyrinth or walking around your neighborhood and being very mindful and conscious about what you are seeing and feeling and experiencing. And then, of course, there's the still or inactive meditations where you could do mantras, you could do guided meditations, you could do single point focus, as you said, for the candle. So give yourself permission to recognize the energy that you have for that day. And there are some times where our body requires us to do an active meditation instead of inactive. So remember that. You're very, very welcome. I love it. All right. So I hope that this helps you. Like I said, this is something that we as a community are actively working on inside of the 1 Degree Shift Tribe. When you join the tribe, you are going to get access to my 1 Degree Shift membership portal. And what this is there are corresponding video lessons that correspond with the chapters in the book. Now, do you have to have the book in order to join the program? No, you do not. The video lessons work in tandem with the book, but you do not have to have a copy of it in your hot little hands. If you want to, absolutely, but it is not required. And this program truly is designed to help you go from where you are to where you want to be. And when you get here, you're going to be so freaking excited about life. Some of our members, like Sheena, oh my goodness, she has been working with me for the last couple of years, and she has completely transformed her life. She has lost 44 pounds and she's kept it off. She has revamped and revived her business and now is expanding it. And she's also completely decluttered and reorganized and rearranged her home. And it's absolutely gorgeous. She's posted pictures and it is incredible. And her self-esteem is through the roof. And actually the other day she says, you know, I kind of feel guilty because I'm so happy in my life. And when I hear other people talking about how unhappy they are, I kind of feel a little bit guilty. I said, sister, don't feel guilty. You've been working your ass off for the last 2 years. And she goes, yeah, but you know what? It didn't seem like work because every day I just committed to doing one thing. And I cannot believe how much my life has changed over the last 2 years. And that's the beautiful thing about the 1 Degree Shift method and process of just picking one thing to focus on every single day towards that goal. And before long, all of a sudden, your whole life is different. Your whole life has changed for the better. I also have another client of mine who has been working with me, and she learned the 1 Degree Shift process and the 1 Degree Shift method. And she's like, I can't believe how easy this is, and I can't believe how well this works. And she's so impressed with it, she's actually teaching it to her children. So if you truly want to get out of hard, if you truly want to get out of that hamster wheel of thinking like, what the hell am I doing wrong? Why can't I get results? I would encourage you to join the 1 Degree Shift tribe, jump into the content, and really allow yourself to just say, okay, this is where I'm at, this is where I want to be, and commit to that one baby action every single day. There's a fabulous quote by Wallace D. Wattles, and I'll close with this. He says, by thought, that thing is brought to you. By action, you receive it. So by thought, that desire that's within you, that's this thing. That's your desire. That's where you want to be. And by action, you receive it. So here's where you're at. You have this thought. And by action, you're bringing yourself closer to actually having and obtaining and doing and being that particular thing. Such a beautiful, 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 beautiful thing. So give yourself permission to do that. Give yourself permission to be supported. I would love to support you as well as all the community members inside of our 1 Degree Shift tribe community. So I would absolutely love to have you in there. So I'm cordially inviting you to join. Go ahead and click the link in the comments to join us. And I am so excited to get to know you inside of our membership. Mwah! I love you, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Flora Sage podcast. Links mentioned are in the show notes.